Yo, what's going on? I'm Marcus here. We do attorney reactions to current events and trending news. And hey, if I do videos talking about the tomfoolery and buffoonery that goes on in my city, I definitely have to do a video. I'm an equal opportunity reaction guy, okay? Licensed attorney, not your attorney. Infotainment purposes. If you get some value, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm a big proponent of exercising your Second Amendment right. I think if you can, everyone should have a concealed carry permit. Yes, there are too many firearms on the street. There are too many weapons on the street. But until they find a way to make sure criminals don't have them, I think that I should have one. And if you can get one, you should have yours on you too. In this video, we're going to look at a fake ass Bonnie and Clyde that got into the stupidest situation for the stupidest reason, is ignorant as hell, but we got to talk about it. I'm going to pause it occasionally so I can chime in on some of the legal nuances. And hey, I know y'all going to talk about me. We're going to get through the video. I got to take pauses. It is what it is. Let's dive in. Let's get it.
We begin tonight with that Wayne County government official and her husband now facing charges. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you for joining us tonight. 7 News Detroit has obtained the alarming surveillance video from inside a local gas station. It shows the official and her husband being arrested after an argument over a can of soda. That's according to police.
7 investigator Ross Jones is...
Can of soda. First stupid thing. It goes to show me that because the argument started over a can of soda, I automatically knew that there were low vibrational people who weren't using their brain involved in this entire situation.
walking us through the hard to believe video and the charges the pair is now facing.
Thank you, sir.
It's just after midnight on New Year's Day at a BP gas station in Farmington Hills, where a man is seen buying a can of Mountain Dew. The man is Larry Bradford, the husband of Alicia Bradford, Wayne County's director of parks.
This is $1.99. Okay, I should have $8 candy change.
But Bradford's husband thinks he's being overcharged, that the clerk is adding tax to his $1.99 drink, which actually turns out to be a 10-cent bottle deposit fee.
Okay, tell me you broke without telling me you broke, or tell me you're stupid without telling me that you are actually stupid. Bro in here about to start an international incident over tax on $1 and some change. This is the stupidest shit ever. So the first point that you have to make here is, if you are a lawful concealed carrier, I can't control what criminals do, but if you're a lawful concealed carrier, the number one thing that you have to have is common sense and conflict avoidance. You have to be able to de-escalate a situation. If you lack those three things, you are putting people in just as much risk as any everyday criminal chucklehead who's out here with a gun or some nonsense like that. So it is what it is. Let's jump back in.
Before long, another customer standing behind Bradford begins to chime in, and tempers quickly flare.
There's no tax on pop.
There is now.
Huh?
I said there is now.
On groceries?
Well, he's got proof right there in the receipt.
What? Give me it. They know your...
All right. Generally, I'll tell you, my general rule is I leave stupid people to their own devices. When you argue with fools, people from a distance can't tell who is who. But I will tell you, that was a smart ass comment. His comment wasn't, yeah, they tax everything, sir. The guy was like, there's no tax on a can of soda. And the guy behind him was like, there is now. So it was a smart ass comment. The second thing you got to be aware of, when you insert yourself in the third party situations, you can't act shocked when crazy shit happens. You don't know how people are going to react. He could have avoided this whole thing by, one, minding his business, or actually making a comment that didn't come off as kind of smart ass. I mean, I thought it was a smart ass comment, but generally avoid inserting yourself in third party situations because you never know who has what and who you are dealing with.
business. Well, you talking to? You!
Quickly, the two begin fighting. At one point, Bradford can be seen using the can of Mountain Dew to strike the other customer. After a few seconds, Bradford leaves the store only to return with a loaded 9mm handgun pointed at the other customer.
Okay, so now we see him coming in the store. He has his firearm in hand. Okay, let's assume he is a lawful concealed carrier. What has he done wrong here besides the first thing I talked about? Stupidity, lack of conflict of avoidance skills, lack of skills to de-escalate a situation. One, you cannot use a firearm if there is no threat of death or severe bodily harm. No threat of that at all here. He actually removed himself from the situation by leaving. Because he removed himself from leaving, I'm of the belief that he probably left to go to his vehicle to get his firearm. So if he was a law abiding concealed carrier, which he isn't actually, which he isn't in this video. But if he was, once there's no threat of death or severe bodily harm, you've already left the dangerous situation. There's no need to re-engage and be stupid. But again, this dude isn't a law abiding citizen. He isn't a concealed carrier. But I'm just giving you the hypotheticals of how it should have played out or could have played out if this guy wasn't ridiculous. All right, real quick, I gotta zoom in for this. That's how you know this guy is crazy as fuck. Pardon my language. I don't like to normally drop the F-bomb on videos, but this guy is crazy as hell. I want y'all to rewind this. He comes back in with a gun. This is how you know you crazy. Listen to what he says when he comes back. Listen to what his threat and request is. What the hell? He put this dude at gunpoint and tell him to get on your knees and say you are sorry. This dude is insane. This is crazy behavior. This is clearly an unstable person who should be nowhere near firearms, in my personal opinion.
Apologize, sir.
Seconds later, Bradford's wife Alicia enters the store holding a gun of her own.
What happened? We argued. He came at me.
Okay, now, okay. Hey, husband and wife, I'm going to talk about their asses equally. I'm an equal opportunity guy. Now, we already established that the guy is El Pollo Loco, that the guy's batshit crazy, isn't making good decisions, and clearly either he's an emotional wreck, maybe mental health issues along with his stupidity, or it could just be stupid or something else. But I'm going to go with stupid on this one. Now, equally stupid is the spouse in this story. If I'm on the verge of doing something stupid, when I leave out and get my gun, my spouse, if they give a damn about you, should be like, yo, what are you doing? No. You already out of there. You got everything. We're going to leave. Get your ass back in the car. Not only does he go in his car, get his gun and come back, she comes in after him with her gun and has the guy on the ground and is questioning this guy. Both of them are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, need to be thrown under the jail.
With her gun still in her hand, Alicia Bradford says she saw the man push her husband out of the store and asks if he tried to rob him.
I'm going to stand up.
Pushing him out is not an issue because even if you are getting pushed, there's no fear of death or there's no fear of severe bodily harm or injury. Even if he robbed the guy, the situation would have been over when the guy left and got away. So they were the ones who re-engaged. At that point, once he went to the car, came back in, he became the aggressor, she became the aggressor, and they're essentially acting in concert to commit assault with a deadly weapon.
Look, you're going to stay down there. You're going to stay down there. This is ridiculous. He attacked you for what? Because we argued. What were you arguing about? The price of pop. What did that have to do with you?
Ignorant as hell. She questioning them, and then she saying, "What does that have to do with you?" Even though I do agree, you don't insert yourself into third-party situations. It's generally not a good idea. Crazy shit go on. Just let it be crazy, and you mind your business. That's normally the best approach. Because when you intervene, you can't be shocked when shit go left because you can't control how people are going to react. That's just what it is. But both of them are crazy. Now they got this guy on the ground. I'm telling y'all 100%. It's certain things I've been at gunpoint before a few times. There are certain things that I'm not doing. I'm not getting on my knees. I'm not getting face down. You're not removing me from one location to another. Like, no, I don't have a gun. I'm standing up. If you want to shoot me on camera, that's just what you're going to have to do. And the only reason I say that is not because I'm a tough guy, but generally, statistically, when people are put on their knees, when they are tied up, they're placed face down, that means the situation is about to go left. And I mean, if something's going to happen, I'm going to rather go out trying to prevent it as opposed to just acquiescing. That's just me.
I did it.
At one point, according to police, Bradford's husband can be heard threatening to kill the man.
I should kill you. Hey, I can do something to you.
Alicia Bradford would call police, but when they arrived, it was Bradford and her husband who were both arrested.
Yo, we want to give her a round of applause with a round of applauses are due. Shout out to the cops for doing the right thing and arresting them. Hey, the police did exactly what they were supposed to do. Throw their asses under the jail. Now let's go and watch the rest of the story because this woman is actually even more ridiculous. And she says some other stupid stuff related to what is probably criminal activity related to government contracts. Let's get it.
Later that day, the Oakland County prosecutor charged both with assault with a dangerous weapon and felony firearm. Wayne County Executive Warren Evans suspended Bradford without pay. It is not Bradford's first brush with controversy while working for the county.
Do you find it to be a conflict that your daughter was getting contracts from the department you oversee?
If it was conflict and it was disclosed, it was conflict, although I did not disclose it formally.
What? Did y'all hear what she said? So this lady is crazy. She should be fired and throw her and her husband, goofy ass husband, in jail. It is what it is. Sorry if y'all know these people, but hey, if you're from Detroit, drop a comment and let me know. This shit is crazy. But let's rewind that because I want you to hear what she said. It made no sense. So apparently, in her role with the county, she gave her daughter government contracts for a little over $10,000. Now, normally, if there's a conflict, you have to disclose it. Listen to what she said, which makes no sense.
Find it to be a conflict that your daughter was getting contracts from the department you oversee?
If it was conflict and it
From the department you oversee?
if it was conflict and it was disclosed, it was conflict, although I did not disclose it formally.
If it was a conflict, it was disclosed a conflict, but I did not disclose it formally. Bro, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know, man. Like, yo, her and her husband definitely get the Goofy of the Year award. They both belong where they should be going into jail. Is ridiculous. And they both received charges: assault with a deadly weapon and illegal possession of a firearm. So they weren't even lawful carriers of the firearm. Generally, use of force situations, it has to be a fear of death, it has to be a fear of severe injury or bodily harm. Depending on the state you are in, some states do not require you to retreat. Other states say you have to attempt to retreat. Some states say if you can retreat, you have to. But if you can't, you're allowed to defend yourself. This is absolutely crazy. Everything they did was completely illegal. Even the contract she gave her daughter was probably illegal, even though that was the main thrust of the story. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this content, check out the content on the screen. There's going to be more content related to finance and attorney reactions. And yo, if you're watching this, hit the subscribe button to the video. I took a look at the algorithm, and like 65% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you want to help the channel for free, hit that like button and subscribe. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Peace.